Hello YouTube viewers, hello eBay sellers. In this video I'm documenting the problems we as sellers have in dealing with eBay. What eBay has done is sent to me 3 buyers this weekend. I see these once in a while, buyers that you try to ship to but they don't have a valid shipping address. We can't go shipping to a buyer that doesn't have a valid shipping address because eBay will not help us if there's a problem. They will just wash their hands of the situation and tell us that we shouldn't have shipped. But looking at this person listing in this row right here, you can see I haven't shipped it yet, and that's because when I try to print the shipping label, I get this error message that says invalid address right here in red. Click edit to revise. Well, I can't revise it until I get the information. So eBay expects me to contact this buyer and get this worked out, instead of eBay having their servers programmed to not allow these buyers to propose to buy. This person's already made payment and they're waiting for the shipment now, and this is going into day 3 that I haven't shipped. The first day they ordered it, then they paid, and I went to print out the shipping label the next day, and I get this address. Well, I have to contact them and leave them an email telling them that they got to get this shipping address validated through eBay and PayPal, and well, they haven't done that yet. Now I got a buyer on the other end who has a product that's going to become delivered later down the road, and when they actually get it in their hands, they're not going to be thinking to themselves, well, that's because I didn't clear up my invalid shipping address. They're going to be blaming me for that. That's the way people think, you know. And so I write this person a letter and say, what you can do is ship me a message through eBay just telling me to ship it to whatever address you want, and write down that you want me to ship it to that address, and I can ship it to that address then, because then I could show eBay that message that, hey, the person said to ship it to that address, and that would work in that situation. Again, this weekend eBay sent me this person. Similar situation, and this person has had contacts since about particular colors of items and stuff they want, and I sent them a letter yesterday, same situation. They paid for it the day before, I tried to ship it out the day after, and I get this message. Invalid address, click edit to revise. Well, I can't go shipping to this person now. eBay servers can be programmed to pull this so these buyers do not approach us sellers without being able to complete the transaction, but instead eBay would rather us deal with the situation knowing that the sale will go through, and that way they can collect their final value fees. PayPal will collect their money too, and they're forcing us sellers to work out of pocket, out of our expense, out of our time to fix the situation. I would rather not get this buyer. I would rather not deal with this buyer. Bottom line, it's not worth my time, it's not worth my money. For my dollar amount, look, I'm making $3 off this product. You see here that eBay's taken half of my product. First I had to purchase the product from a wholesaler liquidator, buy packaging, pay eBay, pay PayPal. I actually have a disposal fee too because I have so much packaging. I eliminate packaging to reduce shipping costs to entice the buyers to come to me, because now I offer a cheaper shipping cost than other sellers do. And now eBay wants me to contact this buyer. Well, I did, but now I pretty much have to contact this buyer again, and this is all out of pocket expenses. I got other things to do. I got listings to put up, revise, I got dinner to make, and instead I'm over here dealing with the problem eBay sent to me, because eBay would rather me deal with it than just not have the sale go through. For me, it's not a good value. If you consider the wage that I'm making off this, I'm making less than somebody in Indonesia. I live in Las Vegas. This is just too unrealistic. This buyer here now, see this one here? You can see by this number here, I sent this buyer 2 emails on this problem, and there's no response. They haven't paid for it. If we look into their shipping label, this is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what you're going to see now. Look at this. Some kind of hieroglyphics here at the top, and then we got question marks and a 14, more question marks and an 881, and then more question marks and what looks like some kind of zip code in Israel. Also note here, there's no red description telling me that this is an invalid address. eBay wants me to ship this. Well, I would actually do it to stick them, except this buyer hasn't paid yet. If us sellers ship to these addresses, eBay's not going to back them up. As you people are thinking to sell on eBay, you got to really decipher what product you're going to get involved with, because like with this product and liquidated wholesale products usually fall into the same kind of problems I'm telling you here now. There's going to be so many sellers out there selling them that you're not going to be making the return on it you thought, and as you get involved with it, more buyers will become involved with it, and then soon there'll be a seller flooded market out there, and everybody's competing against each other and cutting each other's throat, and the profit margin just drops out. Also, if you've been watching prior videos I've been making in the eBay completed listing series, you'll know that the completed listings are not a viable resource avenue. If you use the completed listings to research a product to sell, you're not going to get the true market picture. That's because there's information missing, a lot of it, and there's invalid entries in the completed listings. And I have proved both cases. If you go and look at a product that I'm selling, you can see that last product here, I was making $3 asking price. This one's $3.49 asking price. This product here I actually pay for shipping. So why is my market, why am I involved with this? Except now I'm just trying to get my investment money back out of it. So I pretty much cut the rest of the seller's throat by going such a low price and making a minimum on return. Now I'm taking all their clientele and they're all coming my way, so they're not moving their product's sitting there warehouse. They're not making their returns. They're waiting for my product to disappear before this market starts to roll back their way. They're going to be pissed at me. They could do things like buy my product and then give me a bad rating on it just to try to damage my seller's rating. I got a buyer on the other end who's waiting for his product, who read the letter and doesn't believe that eBay is telling me that it's an invalid shipping address, but they still haven't responded to my letter trying to verify that address, or any attempt by eBay to get a valid address out of them doesn't exist. eBay's putting that off on me and my time. So before you get involved in eBay, really think through what product you want to get involved with, because there's a whole lot of questions you're not going to know about until after you do a market sample where you actually have the product in hand and try to do a test buy. And a lot of times you go to a liquidator, you're going to buy a lot, which is like a pallet of these products. You're going to spend about $150–200 a pallet, and you could actually do your research before it gets seller flooded. You could be a product that had just become a wholesale liquidated type product, and you do your research on the cusp of it being a wholesale liquidated product, and you'll find really good information on it. Well, so will a lot of other people, and then it'll become seller flooded and everybody starts cutting each other's throat and knocking any kind of return down on it, and then you get sellers like me who just want to get their investment return back out of it, and that just cuts everybody's throat. It's not a fair situation for anybody except eBay. eBay is the only one who wins in this, all around. eBay's got me working for them for free. They're taking more than half my profits. It's a bad deal. What you're gonna do with the liquidated wholesale products is you got to try test lots, but remember, you're actually still going to get involved in quite a bit of product to do a test lot. Then again, shame is if you actually find something that moves, you're not going to have a whole lot of it, and it's unlikely that by the time you get back to the wholesaler liquidator there's any more of it left. Things for you to think about. Thanks for watching.